Hello and welcome to additional and a bonus lecture on post-merger integration in this course on guesstimates and case analysis excellence. So in this section, we will continue to keep bringing to you more ways and strategies for guesstimates and case analysis excellence. And we begin with this lecture on a case discussion of a consultant on post-merger integration tasked with ensuring a smooth transition and maximizing synergy. So let's take a look at that. So let's simulate a case discussion here between you as a consultant. Let's say we give you a name Alex and a client representative, Sarah, who is responsible for overseeing the post-merger integration of the two companies. And the focus is on bringing a smooth transition and maximizing synergies. So let's take a look at this illustration and see, give you some practice, see and give you some practice of how would you take this discussion with Sarah. You are Alex and you have this client called Sarah. So let's go through how would you go about taking this discussion on a post-merger integration. So how would you start, Alex? All right. So this is how Alex started. He said, "Hey, good morning, Sarah. Normal good wishes. Thank you for joining me today. Thanking is a great thing again. It builds relationship." And then Alex said, "I understand that you are leading the post-merger integration effort. Can you provide me some context on the merger and the key objectives that you have in mind?" And that's a very good starting point, understanding the background and what is it that they want to achieve. And Sarah responds, "Hey, Alex, yes, we have recently acquired XYZ Corporation, and our main goal is to seamlessly integrate the two organizations while capturing as many synergies as possible." So she is outlining the objective. "We believe this merger has a potential for create a stronger and more competitive entity in our industry." So to the point answer to Alex's question from Sarah. So what would you do as an Alex now? How would you take this forward? This is how Alex goes forward. He says, "Hey, great to hear. Again, a positive stroke. Before we dive deeper, can you outline me the specific synergies you are aiming to achieve through this integration?" Remember, Sarah talked about, harnessing their synergies. So, natural question for Alex, you as Alex, would be to ask, what are the specific synergies you are aiming to achieve through this integration? And Sarah gives more information. She says, "Certainly. We see potential synergies in several areas such as operational efficiency, cost savings, technology integration, and leveraging the combined expertise of both the companies to enhance our offerings." So, four areas she outlined. Additionally, there are opportunity in streamlining our supply chain and optimizing our market presence. So, she's laid out what are the areas where the synergies could be achieved. So, what would you do as an Alex? How would you take this discussion forward? Any thoughts? Okay, so this is how Alex actually goes, and you can compare your notes with what Alex does. He says, "Excellent. Again, positive stroke, very important. As a consultant, you have to give positive strokes wherever possible." Let's start by discussing the organization structure. So, the organization structure is the center point of, because if you have the right organization structure, you will be able to harness the synergy. So his question is, how are you planning to structure the newly merged entity? And what considerations have you taken into account? And again, please note that Alex is only asking questions, clarifying questions, and the answers are coming from Sarah. So what does Sarah say? Sarah says, "We are currently evaluating different options for the organization structure. We need to balance the need for efficiency with ensuring a smooth transition for employees. Our focus is on retaining key talent very rightly, avoiding redundancy, and creating a structure that supports the overall strategic goal for a merged company." Sarah has given the consideration, and she's not been able to outline the structure, but she has given, we're looking at many structures, and this is what we are the factors that we are considering. So how would you take this forward, Alex? So Alex says, "Okay, that makes sense because it does make sense. In terms of communication and cultural integration, how are you planning to address potential challenges?" So he comes bang on to the next important question of because the biggest thing is cultural integration and communication. So he asks Sarah, how is she planning to address these potential challenges? And he gets more information. So communication is crucial, she admits, and says we are working on comprehensive communication plan to keep employees informed throughout the integration process. We recognize the importance of addressing cultural differences, which is a good starting point, and fostering a collaborative environment. We are considering workshops, team building activities, and mentoring programs to facilitate integration at the cultural level. So they have some plan which they have now revealed to Alex. So what would you do as Alex now? What would you do as an Alex now? So Alex, this is what Alex does. So good to hear that you are prioritizing communication and cultural alignment. Moving on to technology integration, he moves on to this another area. He says, what steps have you taken to ensure a seamless merger of IT systems and infrastructure? And holds his breath to hear from Sarah. And Sarah responds. See, Sarah says that IT teams are collaborating closely to assess the existing systems and develop a roadmap for integration. We are considering phased integration to minimize disruptions, and we have engaged external experts to ensure a smooth transition. Data security is a top priority throughout this process. So Alex gets more information. So where would you take this forward as Alex? So Alex again says excellent approach. Do you see that positive stroke coming all the time? He said, no, let's talk about supply chain. How are you planning to optimize the supply chain to achieve costs? So consultant's role is primarily to ask questions, and if you and keep asking and keep getting and then reflect on it and say what is right and what is wrong. So Sarah says we are conducting a thorough analysis of the supply chain network of both companies. Our aim is to identify redundancies, streamline processes, and negotiate favorable terms with the key suppliers. We are also exploring opportunities for joint procurement to leverage the combined scale of the merged entity. So you get more information as Alex. So what do you do, Alex, now? So Alex again asks question. It sounds like you're addressing the critical areas for synergy. Now he kind of makes an observation. He's asked 4 questions, and based on that he says that. And he says, finally, how are you planning to measure the success of your post-merger integration process? A critical question again. Sarah responds, we have defined key KPIs aligned with our integration goals. These include financial matrices, employee satisfaction scores, customer feedback, regular assessment, and feedback loops will help us track progress and make adjustments as needed. And Alex says, that sounds like a comprehensive approach. Sarah, thank you for sharing these insights. As we move forward, I recommend a detailed analysis of the potential risk and mitigation strategy, especially considering external factors that could impact the integration. So he makes his recommendation now after having understood the context, the goals, and the current plans. And Sarah says, absolutely, Alex. We are aware that challenges may arise and we are committed to being proactive in addressing that. We appreciate your guidance in this process. So you're getting, now you as Alex are getting a positive stroke because of your patience, asking the question, understanding the context, and then giving a 2 bit of advice. Right, so it's time for Alex to summarize. He says, it's my pleasure, Sarah. I look forward to working closely with you to ensure a successful post-merger integration. If there is anything specific you would like us to focus on, or if you have additional questions, please feel free to let me know. And Sarah says, thank you very much, Alex, and we certainly keep you in the loop as we progress. Your expertise will be invaluable to our team. So that's how the case goes. So in this case discussion, what we see here is the key aspects of the post-merger integration, including organization structure, communication, cultural alignment, technology, integration, supply chain optimization, and performance measurements have been discussed. It is important for a consultant to continue collaborating with the client throughout the integration process, providing guidance and support where needed. So thank you so much for watching this additional bonus lecture on post-merger integration in this course on guesstimates and case analytics, case analysis excellence. I hope you continue to learn new things, continue to enjoy. And I do look forward to see you again somewhere. Please feel free to ask any questions, message me. and I'll be happy to answer your questions. And also do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you want to look at.